Howdy, Possum Patty here. And I want to welcome back all my regular awesome possum peeps and a big welcome to all my new little possum peeps and wish all y'all bright blessings for a happy new year 2024. And just the other day in a video, I was talking about choosing a word and a color for the new year and asked people what theirs might be. And Janet Nash responded in the comments below the video that hers was to do what makes your heart happy. Isn't that lovely? Do what makes your heart happy. Well, on this Saturday night journaling session, I'm going to do what's going to make my heart happy. And that is journaling in my magical mushroom-shaped fairy house. I've already completed a few pages in here, and I've got a few more to go. It is very magical. If you haven't seen all these pages, I will put the playlist below. I pulled out a few things to do a few pages. I don't know how much I'm going to get done tonight, but I love to put crumbs on the table, and I have something special from a dear friend from Florida, and also something from the Doki Doki Forest that I'm going to add for a very special reason. And I did have some new happy mail here from the Doki Doki Forest that seems to have gone missing. It's over there in the fairy corner. Let me go find out why they took that letter. Come on along. If you haven't met my friendly fairies, this is Ruthie Rose and Angela Rose and Maggie Rose with the crazy wild hair. And they have a little table that they do their journaling on. And this is my little fairy corner. And this is the missing, I see. It says to be opened only by a resident of Soggy Bottom. So I guess they figured they were the residents of Soggy Bottom. And if you're new here, Soggy Bottom is what we call the place where we live. When we first moved in, it was definitely muddy acres. But after living here for just a few years and having lots and lots of rain, well, it is definitely Soggy Bottom. So may I take this and open it, ladies? I promise I will show you what is in the letter from the Doki Doki Forest. If you have never been to the Doki Doki Forest, I suggest you hop over there right away and check out Amy's channel. She has a wonderful YouTube channel, and she is quite the artist and illustrator and has such a wonderful imagination. You will love, love, love. And she drew me this beautiful dragon, and I want to put it in my journal because in 2024, the Chinese New Year is going to be the year of the dragon. I might have to get out my Asian-themed glue book and start gluing some dragons in there too. But let's see what she has sent. She's decorated this. Oh my gosh, look at this. Do you see the stamp she put on here? I had this exact truck in that exact color. Only this is a 48. Mine was a 49 Ford F1. Green, big grill in the front. Definitely not in that good of a shape. It was a bit of a junker. I gotta sit down carefully because Miss Titi's in the room now. To be opened only by a resident of Soggy Bottom. Look at all this beautiful washi tape on here. I love the kitties. Gorgeous. So let's see. I can open this and save some of this wonderful stamping. I knew what they did. They ran this through and with the cancel mark, and the cancellation is on the back instead of the front. Very interesting. Aww. May your days be filled with delight. Oh, that is gorgeous. The kitty would, oh, and I'm wearing the little stars on my head. I can't believe it. Look at that. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at all this stuff. And this is from Trader Joe's. A very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to the Soggy Bottom Gang from all of us over here in the Doki Doki Forest. With love, Amy, Evelyn Rose, that's her fairy, Sophia, and Random Beastie Paw Prints. I love this. Lots of merry and everything bright. What does it say? Stinky Winky Woo and Little Miss Titi. Aww. Oh, I see. Oh, she drew this. She drew in Stinky Winky Woo and Little Miss Titi. Amy, you got them perfectly. Oh my gosh. That does so look like them. Oh, I love it. I love it. And she sent me little goodies. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is a tiny... Oh, it says postcard. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Angela Rose. Love, Evelyn Rose. To Angela Rose, care of Soggy Bottom. It is a tiny, tiny, hand-painted little possum with a Santa hat on. Postcard. Oh my gosh. That is so, so precious. And there's more little tiny postcards. Oh my goodness. And this one is to Ruthie Rose. Oh, from Evelyn Rose. They all have their very... Oh, and look at this one. That one looks like Stinky Winky Woos. And of course, this is to Maggie Rose. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Amy. These are precious, precious little painted postcards. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, I love it. St. Nicholas. And an elk. Beautiful. Oh, and I love this vintage children around the Christmas tree with candles on the tree. And lots of festive food. Oh, and a possum. A Virginia possum. That's for my Awesome Possum Journal. Oh, and a llama. Oh, I hope my Christmas thought for you may be expressed by these little birds of cheer from whom I have entrusted it. Oh, beautiful. Oh, and this is the actual vintage card from December 22nd, but I can't read the year. I'll have to get out a magnifying glass. 1914? Something like that. Wow. Wishing you all every holiday joy. Wow. I have some repros of old cards, but this is the actual old card. That is very, very special. Thank you, Amy, so much for all these precious goodies. Let me just check the envelope. Yes, I got everything out. Beautiful. These will have to go in my Christmas journal and my possum journal. Lots of journaling to do. And like I said, this was for Amy too, and that's going to go in my journal. And I have a picture of another fairy. And this is Lillian. And Lillian flew across the pond from her fairy godmother's house in the UK to Florida to live with my good friend Lori. And her channel is Lala, but I call her Ladybug Lala, and as you can see, her fairy is a ladybug fairy too. I have a picture of my 3 fairies that I need to put in there also. So the cover of the mushroom journal is very highly decorated, as you can see. I just threw everything at this, and most of it did stick. And it's very magical. If you look through the window, you can see the fairies inside. And we have lots of fairy business going on in here on every page. Some of this is prompts. These were Janet Nash's prompts here. And I wrote down what the prompts were. And this is when Angela Rose flew across the pond to the new home. And I need to make special pages for Ruth and Maggie. And this was a happy mail from, this was from Rhonda, I believe. And she enclosed lots of fairy things from her stash. Thank you so much, Rhonda. I did appreciate all the fairy things that you sent. She had a journaling kit with lots of fairy stuff in it. And I believe I showed that not that long ago, but it was all kinds of fairy things going on. Ooh, and the ladybug. Ooh, we know where that has to go. And more ladybugs. So she sent me all these beautiful fairy things. It was not that long ago, but time goes by so quickly. All right, so what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Okay. I'm just going to start. So I want to do a few pages. Oh, this keeps falling out of here, I know. This is supposed to be in this envelope, but it keeps falling out. So I might have to put this somewhere else. And this was a card. I am sunshine. You are enough, just as you are. Well, we can stick it here, can't we? Sure. I don't think it came from Rhonda, but that's okay. Oh, I skipped over here. Oh, see, I got more Doki Doki 4 stuff here. This is from Amy. A little ATC, or artist trading card. And this is the magical door that leads to the Doki Doki Forest. And I want to put this in. So, what I did was, I put it on my printer and I reduced the size so that I can put it right there. And 2024 is going to be the year of the wood dragon. So I got this gorgeous gold foil wood grain paper. And I am going to cut this down to the size of the page. So let me trace that out and I will be right back. Okay, let's see if I did a good job. That looks pretty good. It might be a little big, huh? Oh, I can overlap it a little bit, I guess. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Oh. Mr. Possum. Let me go over here a minute. I'll be right back. Mr. Possum was going out the door with an armful of magazines. I said, stop. And I grabbed him and I quickly flipped through. And just grabbed a few pages out of them. And mostly have to do with rocks and nature and things like that, and cold cuts. He says, what are you going to use that picture for? I said, well, you never know when you're going to need a picture of pursuit, forest and things. I don't know, just some random pages because I couldn't see him throwing them all out. But you see the one on the top. Look at this house. I want to live in this little grass house. It is so gorgeous. And I want to use it on one of the pages. I'm not sure about using it on the dragon page, but maybe a fairy page. Or I could put the dragon on top of the house. I could put the dragon up there, sitting on the roof of the fairy house. Oh, and maybe I can open the door to the house and put a little fairy inside. Something like that. No, I would have to move that up too far. Well, well, we can do something here. Let me move some of this ladybug out of the way, because ladybug is going to be for Lillian. And I've got some fairies things here for the ladies, the fairy ladies. Let me see if I can do something with this. Well, we're going to start by cutting off the sky. I thought about using this for the fairies. I didn't think about using it for the dragon. But that might be a fun thing to do. And now we can get a sense of what we have to do here. I think I'll cut off the dirt. I think I will cut off the dirt, but I want to leave a lot of the sidewalk. Now this journal was made from an old magazine, and I did make a video on how I prepped it. Well, maybe we need to cut out the dragon too. I'm missing the bottom line. I think it's, yeah, I guess I didn't have it over far enough in the printer, but that's okay. That's okay. And I was thinking about adding some gold with maybe my gold marker and going over the black lines maybe. I'm going to save those words because I might still be able to use those words. All right, so I thought of several things that I want to do. The first thing I did was cut down the magazine page so it fits in right there. I wanted the whole house and a little bit of the sidewalk. So that's going to go there. But before I glue it down, there's a few other things I want to do to it. The dragon is all cut out, and the dragon is going to go on the roof but poke up a little bit. And I tried to draw a line, which is hard to see, but it is right there. Maybe I should use a pen. And I'm going to make a slot and stick part of the dragon into the slot so it looks like the grass is coming up over the dragon, if that is possible. Let's see. Poke my scissors, and I probably should use a knife. Probably should use a knife. Or, I could just, this might be easier. I went over and got my board for cutting, but what if, oh, looks like there's a little daisy in the lawn there. Oh, you know what? I have a grass die cut. Oh, I'll be right back. Let's see how this came out. I did back it with a piece of scrapbook paper because it's very thin. I had to get my pokey tool. You know, it's just a very thin magazine paper. Let's see if I can get this out. There we go. Oh, this might be too tall. I could cut these down a little bit. So instead of trying to do that by cutting the roof, I can just put the dragon there, put a little bit of grass over him like that. Much easier. I think I will do that. All right, now something else I have to do is I want to make this a door that opens, but you're not going to be able to do that with a magazine page. So again, I need to cut this, and I think I will just cut it right off, and then glue it to a piece of cardstock, put a little hinge on it so that it opens and closes. And hopefully that will work. Wow. Wow. Okay. So here's my door. Very, very delicate. And I am, oh, you know what? I should probably glue it to something with a pattern on it. So when you open the door, you're going to see something on the back. Okay, I am going to glue the door onto the scrap of wood paper there. And then this will go there. This will open up. And then I'm thinking I could put Lillian in the doorway. Like that. I know. It's okay. It'll work out. And then Doki Doki Force Dragon will go on the roof. And I'll put a little grass there. And then I'll do some journaling here at the bottom. And I'm going to jazz up the dragon a little bit. Ooh. I just got an idea for the windows. Stand by.